Now, the four actions that some leader do. The first one is some leader courage to lead. A lot of danger, say, follow me, fear not. Fear not, like Joshua in the Bible, okay? Don't be discouraged, fear not, to face uncertainty, danger, face all the giants, all the problems. Dare to live, not retreat. Face the danger. To say, well, don't give up. If there's a will, there's a way. If we put our heads together, we can figure out what's the best way to move forward. Do not let the difficulty discourage us. Secondly, as some leader set an example of self-transcendence, they're willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. They're able to work longer than everybody else. They're willing to do things nobody else wants to do. They show example how to save the company, how to save the country, the society, or the organization by willingly to go to the extra mile, to work, putting extra hours with lower pay in order to save the company. Learning how to sacrifice the small self for the big self. So that attitude of sacrifice for the greater good is essential for the survival of the group. But together, we win. Together, we overcome. So the second wave leadership is not just do it yourself, but do it together, helping each other. Okay? The third is that due to the struggle of going uphill against the mighty enemies or mighty forces, the third leader also care for other people. I have a feeling of empathy and compassion for what others are going through. Okay? But they don't allow this empathy and compassion to blind them from getting a job done. And fourthly, to see that their main job is to develop human resources, not just financial resources. The best resource in an organization is human resource. Okay, many churches suffer because they do not know how to use the resources in the congregation. They all demand on professional pastors, hired hands. There are a lot of resources in the congregation. There are a lot of resources among the rank and files. So some leaders willing to take time to help develop. For example, I have mentored many students, many people all around the world. What do I gain? Nothing. I don't get paid. I spend a lot of time. But my satisfaction is that I'm able to help other people to be better researchers, better clinicians, and better human beings, better leaders. Okay? So the first action is commitment to develop human resources. Now here is the lady I love. It's Iron Lady, the Iron Woman. Okay? We must have courage and faith to do the things you think you cannot do. Do not throw up your arms and say, oh, it's too difficult. It's too hard. I can't do it. It's impossible. Never say die. Never say impossible. With God, nothing is impossible. With faith, nothing is impossible. Shame on your Christians when they say, oh, impossible. Nothing is possible for people who have faith. The second point is that you got to keep the fire burning in your belly so that you can persevere in pursuing your dreams. Now, I'm 83-year-old man. I still could hardly wait to get up to my work because there's so much work that's not finished yet. My worst fear is not death. My worst fear is to die without completing my work. So I hardly will get to work. I put in 10 hours a day. I just got a fire burning in me every day for 50 years. It's still burning. Do you have a fire in your belly? Do you have passion in your belly, in your heart? Number 3, don't be afraid to sacrifice. Live yourself as a living sacrifice, as a candle burning every day. Because the world is so dark that we need to be the light in the world as a burning candle. The heart of some leader is self-sacrifice and self-transcendence to serve the greater good. That is the formula for success. The last point is that I started a research institute of flourishing and suffering to tell people, you want to flourish? Good, we all want to flourish. But the best way to flourish is through the gates of suffering. Make suffering the rock bottom foundation for you to build a successful business, to build a successful life. So if you like my talk, become a member of IMGM and the Institute. But check out my website, the website of IMGM, and let me know, okay?